Guys, Strike here and welcome back to Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. In the last session, we made our way to the world of the Colossi, and I don't actually believe this place has a name. I mean, I guess it's called the Teeth of Naros, like this one place, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it Naros and hope for the best. It almost definitely isn't that, but...
Are you here to debate?
Why, yes I am. The masturbate shall continue. And who the hell's next on the chopping block? Oh, it's this guy who's just depressed or looking off into the distance at the PNG mountains. Oh, buddy. Oh, but you just know you're fucked, don't you, sisters? Now, what's our debate gonna be?
To challenge you, Beckoned?
To be fair, I am a bit scared of these guys. The first fight we had with that pathetic little bitch boy who just had no confidence in his own masturbating skills. I mean, I don't think, if he gave us trouble, I don't think we're going to be able to make our way through all of these guys. Also, look at his gilded, golden, fucking 24-karat nipples. I love everything about that. I don't know why you've done that, but I respect you to all fucking hell. I'm here to debate.
I am glad. Tell me, what is the most effective display of strength in the following scenario?
Ooh.
On a trip across
I mean, I have no idea what strength even is. I'm a tiny little fucking spindly mage, but still.
Boulder. It is an airborne boulder, and it crushes your friend. He tells you, "Leave me, Beckoned. Even were you to lift this boulder from off my battered body, I would be but half a colossi." What would the strong do?
Build him new legs? Show mercy, I crush him. Let him die an honorable death, or remove the boulder. I mean, there's always a chance. I can show mercy and crush him later if he really wants. I can fucking pull the plug if he's literally just had his legs turned into paste. Like, I imagine this dude is not exactly in his right mind. I'm removing the fucking boulder and letting him decide later.
You would save him? Beckoned, you fight like a colossi, but you certainly do not think like one.
I'm sent by your gods. Maybe that's a sign, you idiot.
Obliterated? He would be half a man, and half a man can never be whole. His friends and family would pity him, shun him. I will best you in this debate, Beckoned. I must. Prepare yourself.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen from... Okay, well, I imagine that this will change, like, the future of this entire race. If they end up thinking like me, as opposed to what they used to think like. I kind of feel not so great about coming in here and changing all of their fucking belief systems immediately. But at the same time, they're all assholes. So, feel free to go ahead and die, buddy. That was an absolute beatdown. The first guy was so much scarier than you. What the hell just happened? Okay, talk to me, Onesimus.
An absolutely scintillating debate, Beckoned. Sisters didn't stand a chance. Are you ready for another? Find my disciple Zeno when you are. He wishes
He's literally
to
right behind me. He's sniffing my fucking feet right now, dude. I'm ready.
Speak to Zeno. He wishes to test his intellect against yours.
You mean mine and also my completely brainless zombie man? Understood. There you are, buddy. Talk to me. What am I debating you about?
You are the Beckoned? I wish to challenge you. Sisters and Thace are worthy opponents. That you have debated them is impressive indeed.
You don't seem to care that I've completely,
so short.
You know, shattered everyone's way of life within the first 10 minutes of being here. If anything, you seem kinda happy about it and impressed. I mean, it is pretty impressive. Everything about me is pretty damn impressive, but still, I feel like I'm ruining your whole culture. I'm here to debate.
You are one of the greatest debaters
Masturbate.
I've ever seen, Beckoned.
Oh, thank you. I pride myself on my masturbation.
I present a worthy challenge. My query for you is simple. What makes a war worth fighting?
And for everyone who is already tired of that fucking joke, yes, it will continue until I'm done with this entire set of side quests. What makes a war worth fighting? A rough chance of success, a healthy disposition, a just cause. You can fight for a just cause, and in the process, commit a fuckload of atrocities yourself that may outweigh the cause you're fighting for in terms of, oh shit, we fucked up. A healthy disposition, I'm not even sure what you mean by that. Like, just have a nice little, as long as you're wearing a smile, you can commit all the horrific fucking war crimes you want. No. the best one here is a just cause, but at the same time, there are limitations on that. But I guess it's the best option here.
That is a suitable response, if a bit subjective.
Exactly.
I am of the belief that nothing makes war more worth fighting than a worthy opponent.
Surprised they didn't
such
give
as
me that option to
yourself.
say.
Prepare yourself for debate.
Oh god, is this a war worth fighting? I don't know, you're so big! Oh, and my little skelly man died in the process. Please move! Oh my god, he's a fister! Okay, it's not the kind of masturbation I was prepared for. Jesus Christ, a little bit too hardcore for me, I have to admit. There we go. As soon as you hit him once, they're basically screwed. I think he fully resists my electricity attacks, though. I imagine we'd be so much more fucked if I wasn't able to just bring back the dead whenever I fucking chose to. God, I'm absolutely unstoppable, huh? Can I talk to you again after that? Dude? Dude, are you completely stuck? Okay, he's moving.
You are a powerful debater, as expected of the beckoned, I suppose. I wish you luck in future debates, but I doubt you'll need it.
Oh, I'll need it after all that fucking friction burn, dude. We have been masturbating together way too hard. Alright, Onesimus.
Zeno's argument was hastily prepared drivel next to your well-constructed thesis.
I said
an older
3
disciple,
words.
wishes to debate with you.
Ah, she does, huh? If I remember correctly, she is right there. She's the fucking Fate Weaver. I've never beat the shit out of a Fate Weaver before, but I guess I'm down. I'm ready for another debate.
Speak to
Isn't she
Phoenix.
also a frail old lady?
She is my eldest disciple, very powerful and wise.
This is a bit
true
wrong.
Challenge awaits you.
Wonder if I ever get to debate you yourself. That would be absolutely fucking awesome. No, you're Digus. Okay. So where the hell is Fina? Was she the first one we ran into? I think she may have been. I was really confused by your body then, sir. I thought, for some reason, your cape was not registering in my mind. Or maybe it was too much, and I thought you just had the most hourglass figure imaginable. Just the dark blue parts I thought was your body. That was... You looked very unhealthy there, you poor sweet anorexic boy. Hello, Fina.
You defeated many of Master Onesimos' students, Beckoned. I am the oldest.
Really?
The most powerful.
You don't seem it.
Prepare yourself to face the Master's most gifted student.
But I guess rocks don't really age, huh?
Excellent.
I'm here to debate.
You've done well thus far, but I have another query to test you. Does might make right?
No. Power and morality are unrelated. Which is absolutely not what these dudes believe, so I'm going to break them in half here. Right makes right. That's not true. Like, as much as I wish that could be true, I mean, it can be, but also the most horrifically powerful fucking entities, or organizations, or factions, whatever the fuck you want to call them, in video games, and in general, and IRL, and everything, tend to be the most fucking powerful. Or at least are still very capable of being just as powerful as the good boys, if not more so. So they're unrelated.
That is an intriguing point, but it runs counter to the core of Colossi values. Our culture.
I'm sent by a god. She didn't ask me to do any of this. I'm just sort of
by the gods to those with the virtue to wield it.
being a complete
Let us
dick,
debate
but
the
still.
issue. My virtue shall prove that you are wrong.
Will it,
Prepare
though?
yourself.
I mean, I could have sworn isn't this already a thing, though? I believe it was Onesimus himself. It was like, might doesn't mean shit, because the Myru were fucking mighty, or whatever the hell they are. I think that's what they used to be, right? Was it the Myru, or am I thinking of, sorry. Was it Myru? I'm trying to think of what their race used to be called before they became these absolute fucking chunky monstrosities. I mean, they always looked the same, but their brains got thoroughly fucking chunky during the evolution. So let's tear you to pieces once again. I only ever need that attack. I will never, ever, ever need anything else. That attack is God. I don't understand why it's maybe so powerful already, but I'm definitely not complaining. Remember, this is hard difficulty. The hardest difficulty before the remaster came out.
Welcome back. Have you been enjoying your debates?
I mean, my wang has practically crumbled to dust at this point, but it's fucking great. I've defeated all of your disciples.
Indeed. You have defeated all of my students, Beckon. The issue I pose to you is this, brought to my mind by your overwhelming strength.
I am debating you!
Those
Okay, this is
with
good shit.
absolute power, such as yourself, have courage. If one enters battle with victory all but assured, can one also be called brave?
This is the massest of all debates. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever masturbated this hard. And with so many people watching. God damn, we're really drawing quite the audience on Isimas. Can those with absolute power, such as yourself, have courage? If one enters battle with victory all but assured, can one also be called brave? Victory is Are you calling me a coward? You sound envious of me. Victory is never imminent.
You have proven differently here at the Lycaeos. Very well. Let us debate. Prepare yourself.
I didn't know just how pathetic you assholes were gonna be when I first showed up. You realize that, right? Like, I expected you guys to be absolutely terrifying. Ow! And I took you on it. I can still, like, chug potions, even during our debates. This seems a little bit cheatsy, but I'm definitely not gonna complain after that absolute monstrosity of an attack you launched at me first. Oh, I can dodge both, though. Okay. This game's combat is a little bit more thoughtful than I first expected, I have to say. Come on, come on, come on, come on! And now that we've got our lovely little statue man, Skelly man, we're basically invincible. I don't even care anymore, because every hit he lands, I basically become full health again. I want to finish him with a regular attack, I think. Oh, primal magic! I always forget that even exists. What killed you? I didn't do that. Was it my little buddy? I think it must have been my little buddy, because it definitely wasn't me. You're much smaller than I expected. I crushed you, arsehole. Get the hell out of here. And you're on your knees, where you belong. Well, your ass, but basically it's the same thing. What I'm saying is, I dominate you. Right, let's have a lovely little word with the old man of the house.
Underlying gratitude.
He just gave me some money.
In
Thanks,
our
buddy.
Competitions. Please take this as a token of my appreciation. Word of your scintillating lectures is sure to bring attention to our school. Already there are more spectators in the Lycaeus.
Ooh, I wonder if there's
than
actually
there
people I
have
can
been in
talk to.
years. Your thoughts guard you well in combat. May this talisman offer you similar protection.
I'm gonna take a look. Tell me about the Lycaeus. How's it doing
Though
now?
we were all taught sound lessons, my students and I have never seen this many in the Lycaeus. Truly, you have helped us.
I don't know why people are more
Study
interested
hard.
in seeing, you know, actual art and theatre than just people getting completely slaughtered in this beautiful library. I don't know why it was a problem in the first place. You'd think the ancient Greeks would have absolutely loved a lovely little bit of blood sport. But whatever, who are you?
Second, are you here to debate?
I don't
You
think
have
I
fought
ever
very
can
well,
again,
Beckon.
unfortunately.
I shall learn much from your style of argument.
I don't think you will, because I'm a cool mage, and you're a pathetic little punchy
I wish
lady,
you luck in
if I
your
remember
endeavors,
correctly. Alright, fisting never outweighs magic. Now, you may have noticed, I have an extra 10 on my inventory limit. I googled it, because it was genuinely driving me insane in the last fucking session, that I have such a tiny inventory. So I googled it, and apparently, you can buy backpacks from particular merchants in the game. And those backpacks give you an extra 10 inventory slots. And conveniently, one of those backpacks is sold in this place. I don't know what to call it. Idilla, I guess, is the city we're in right now. And yeah, so I went ahead and bought that. And now everything's going to be a little bit less painful. Sad thing is, I already left a backpack behind. But when we finally go back to the Feylands, I guess we can pick it up then there. Because it seems to be in Gorehart, if I remember correctly. Wow, you really are a piece of shit, huh? I mean, it lowers mana costs and everything, which is amazing, but where did I get this Malachim talisman from? A Tuatha champion. This Arathi artifact, reputedly recovered from a ruin in the Bearpike Peaks, was taken in battle from the Tuatha champion, Tarsa Himherald. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true in the fucking slightest, because a dude with a name that fucking ridiculous, I would remember fighting. I'm pretty sure we found it here. But I guess the Feylands are connected better than we thought. But it seems like no one even knows that these guys exist. There is a new fucking side quest there. I guess that appeared after killing all of the The masturbators?
You must
Whoa!
be the beckoned.
Karina? I mean, I haven't spoken to you, but main
Mind your
quest lady
step,
has
dear
arrived
beckoned.
again.
I wouldn't want the Colosse's failure to claim any more lives than it already has.
Oh, don't worry, I already got that achievement, and it's the proudest moment of my life. Why is there a pit in the city?
It is not here by choice. Or our choice, anyways. Such questions would be better suited for the Primos.
Oh, he decided
Suffice
to
it
make
say that
suicide
this was
so
made
very
in
easily?
anticipation of something that never occurred.
I mean, as we all know, suicide
cautious
is
in these
pretty
lives.
damn badass. As our Lord and Savior
be the
Danny
beckoned.
DeVito would tell us.
Even we
Karina,
Colossi do not venture into the lower sewer without cause, beckoned. I recommend you avoid them as well.
what a weird way of opening a conversation. You've never ever met me before. You know very little about me other than that I'm some kind of herald from the god. It's like literally meeting the reincarnation of Jesus, knowing full well that he's the reincarnation of Jesus and being like, hey, don't go roll around in our shit. Okay? Thanks. That's nice advice, but no normal person would be planning on it. Just because I absolutely was planning on going to the sewers doesn't mean that you should just assume that I was, but whatever. Colossi lore.
Lawbreakers in Idylla do not enjoy the luxury of internment. All lawbreakers are immediately subjected to combat.
Oh, well, that's
It may
horrible.
seem severe,
Probably shouldn't tell them that
but
I've
we
already
are a
stolen
wise
everything they
people.
love.
None have had need to test this punishment. Least of all you, I am sure.
You have no
Require
idea.
supplies, on-course market provides
So are you a
everything
god or
you
something? Is that... I guess you're wearing the god
Many
armor. You got a
covet
cool
your connection
cape.
with the goddess Athene. I hope you realize the impression that leaves on us all.
Absolutely not. Tell me about yourself, Karina.
Mine is the duty to safeguard the Colossi from any threat. So Secondra has charged all the guard.
Primos.
Primos is the leader of our people in prayer and in other matters of life. They are appointed by Athene herself.
And lastly, what do you think of the girl who's standing 2 fucking feet away from you? Let's gossip right in front of your superior and hope you don't get beheaded.
I understand that you and she have met. She is powerful, is she not? Truly a paragon of might and virtue.
Oh, all you can do is simp all the fuck
Tread
over her? Fair
carefully
enough.
with my
Okay, just suck her ego off just a little bit more, why don't you? Alright, whatever. Let's make our way over here and apparently... Marauder totems? But wouldn't that mean that there is a marauder right fucking here? Or are you asking me to turn them in? I guess it's asking me to turn them in, but I definitely don't have any yet. The game is just being the big silly. Who the fuck is Themistocles?
The famed beckoned comes
Thomas
to me
Toclea?
at last. Admittedly, my request might be the smallest you will hear, but I wish to voice it nonetheless.
Absolutely, go ahead, but not before I interrogate you about everything you've ever done in your entire life. Tell me about yourself.
I'm just one who's intent on maintaining the cultural integrity of her people. We were once
Which I
no
have
nobler
ruined.
than the Jotun or the Etin. Some would purge this history, but then how will we remember it?
What? Okay, so I guess that's gonna be part of your quest. For some reason I thought that was leading to a quest, and then I remembered I clicked on other stuff. Living quarters.
This is a place for those who are weary of their burdens. If you feel so, you can rest for a while.
Are you still gonna charge me money despite the fact I'm literally your god now?
How do you
Idylla.
find our city beckoned?
It is
Grand,
fine.
is it not? It is the great island of progress, as I see it.
Actually, yeah, to
But
be fair,
even
I'm a
it
bit in
cannot
love with
forget
it.
the world it left below. All the rocks you see, here and in the sewers, once rested in the teeth of Naros.
That means very little to me. That's just like that one cave area we just came from. I don't care. Thanks, what do you need?
Preserve the past. All around us is the great chisel and hammer of progress, keen on dragging my people towards enlightenment. But such progress means nothing without context. I wish for someone who can find artifacts of my ancestors, reminders of our simpler times.
Huh. I'll absolutely do that. I want to know as much about you guys as I can possibly can. That's definitely a sentence. Good job, early morning brain.
Very good. I'll reward you for any artifacts you can find, but larger artifacts will do well for both of us. I await your findings.
I hope it's not just like, oh yeah, pick these up and you're done. I hope we actually get to look at them and read about them and just learn about the culture as much as she is. Hell, I mean, I don't mind if she's the one who tells me about the culture once I deliver them, as long as I get it. So, what the fuck am I looking for?
They are little things, of no intrinsic value. But as my people are so convinced to make progress, these artifacts are the few records of who we once were.
I'm gonna find out so many dirty fucking secrets. We've already learned that you basically enslaved the Jotun up until kind of recently. So you are all absolute scum. I just can't wait to find out to what extent. So there's something hanging out in the henge. The scroll rack seems to have something. That's the Theatre of Andronikos. Idilla Market, we've been there. There's a stowaway in what I believe is the sewers, but I'm not entirely sure. Have I spoken to Demetria?
I hope you have done
I've definitely spoken to the Peanut Dyke. But what have we got over here?
You must be the
Jesus,
Beacon.
please stop just sprinting around. I don't want to go the right way. You keep almost making me go the right way. It's very rude. Fine, but we won't go here quite yet. Instead, I believe that leads right to the Lakios. I'm gonna check out this lovely little fountain, and hopefully we'll find an artifact. Or at the very least, dude, there was just some kind of ancient curse living where everyone actually fucking sleeps, and you're just fine with this? Fine, whatever, I'll smash right into it. There you go, easy. Trickster's Cowl, a primal staff, a piece of shit, and some money. Alright, well, let's go ahead and take a look at the Trickster's Cowl. Oh, it is so much better. It gives me finesse as well, even though it's sorcery. Strange, but I kind of really like it. I need that additional armor. I love you, Sulky Vale, but you're so underpowered. God damn, is this even... I don't even want the finesse it gives me. At least not now. I'm not against being a little bit of a shanky bitch. But now is really not the time to become said bitch. Alright, well, what the fuck have we got going on up here? Who are you?
Watch your step in the concourse.
Oh, you're Karis. I kind of forgot Karis even exists. Where's the theatre? That's henge. So I'm going the complete wrong way already. Great sign. I guess the theatre is the one that is so very fucking populated down here. Makes sense. Everyone's supposed to be in love with this place.
I've heard one of our scholars has been trying to study trolls.
Many greetings, stranger.
I've already spoken to you, so you're clearly fucking useless. I don't remember coming this way, but I guess I did. What do we got here? Is this I don't think this is stealing. Nah, it's just looting. That's fine. Work order 204,582. That sounds like the most interesting and important document the entire game will ever offer. Clearly, what an impactful name that is. So let's see what this is. There have been reports of the greater... Where'd I read that? I don't know. There have been reports of the cisterns in the undersewer gathering a greater load of water than they were designed to accept. Masonry crews are currently fully occupied performing tasks for the office of the Primos, as well as routine maintenance. Senior Mason Pagus, something, I don't know, could perhaps deal with the issue himself, though. As always, he is preoccupied pursuing a vendetta against the vermin of the sewers. I wonder if that's actually a thing I can go and deal with. Hermocrates. Beautiful, talk to me.
I cannot say you are what I envisioned, but I know better than to judge the god's chosen one.
Who do you look like? You look just like someone! Except in horrible stony meatball form, and I don't like... I mean, you're beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it's still fucking terrifying when you're just not looking me in the eye or anything, you're just looking right above me. I feel like you're just gonna start walking and I'll be crushed instantly, but hey, I've murdered at least like 20 of your brethren at this point, so I'm not all that scared. Teeth of Naros.
Would that we could cut ourselves off from it entirely. But though few will call it such, this is our true homeland.
Yet you're perfectly willing to just leave forever? Burn the fucking thing to the ground? No. Why?
You will not lay eyes on a greater city in Amalur. It was a beauty on the ground, and is now only more beautiful that it has been raised into the clouds.
And lastly, who the fuck are you?
Faith keeps most of our laws enforced, but I handle the ones not worthy of our god's close care. Stay
What
alert,
exactly
Beacon.
does that mean? You're some kind of vigilante, or you are just like the law enforcement? And the gods don't really give a shit about petty theft. I mean, that makes sense. Kind of more important things to worry about when your entire culture is doomed, apparently. But I don't really know what the fucking point of view is. We already have gods. Just let the gods do all the laws and shit. Fucking no. It seems like they're very pick and choosy, depending on when they want to follow the gods' will, when it suits them, and when they're just willing to do whatever the fuck. Right now, it seems like these guys are doing whatever the fuck. Where does this lead? To the sewers again? Everything leads to the fucking sewers. Hello, Alk.
For what purpose do you come to the theater? Are you hoping to attend a performance?
Bitch, I am the performance.
I am the custodian of the theater. Stratton concerns himself with the art, and I, the material. And I handle the audience as well. If they are rude, I eject them with impunity. I
really don't like your horrible crooked fingers. It's sort of like ancient tree roots, but stone, and somehow that makes it even scarier. Colossi.
The story of my people is the stuff of great theater, in a way. From humble beginnings, we're to ascend to the highest station in Amalur.
Excuse me, have you met me? I am the highest fucking station. In fact, I'm sent by your gods. Respect me, please. Stratton.
The master is the playwright who runs the theater, and uses it to house his productions. With just a few tragedians and a manuscript, he is quite capable of rendering any historical scene in exquisite detail and vibrancy up on that stage.
I wonder if I'll have a hand in,
daily, and I am certain his is the mind that will lead the Colossi into a new age of enlightenment.
Deciding what succeeds over, like, the mass debate, or the big fucking theater, like actual entertainment shows or whatever the fuck. Because right now, I've accidentally sort of helped out what is basically gladiatorial combat. Gladiatorial combat that everyone seems to love, and no one cares when they get disemboweled for no reason. They just sort of take it on the chin, or rather, the bowels, I guess, and then just pick themselves back up and do it again tomorrow. But I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's any side quests here, unfortunately. The Theatre of Andronicus.
It is a popular locale for many, and we gain more followers every day. Master Stratton's plays invoke the imagination and spirit of the Colossi such that few can resist.
Sorry about the sound there, by the way. I realized there was something near my mic that my wire was hitting, and I hope that hasn't been making a horrible sound. I just picked it up and threw it away. So, hopefully that won't be a thing anymore. I don't think I'm gonna do that, because I've already done everything the market ever has to fucking offer. You're useless, and you won't be worth that much, so you can go.
I wouldn't blame him for being careful with it. Now would be an ill time to release his most cherished work.
Enter the beacon.
Damn it, I'm listening to you! Oh, so you're only talking for my sake? Oh, no, never mind. I thought they just shut up when I got out of earshot.
Have faith in me. I'm familiar with Stratton's tendencies.
This bitch gets a fucking crown! Who are you? I mean, they kinda just look like they're made out of carrot sticks, but still, I want a fucking crown. Instead, I just get this little fancy sock that I wear on my head, Zodicus.
Many are waiting in anticipation for Stratton's work, but he insists the work will not be ready until a grand fit of inspiration comes.
Maybe I can provide that inspiration.
I have a sprawling range as a tragedian, I assure you.
I am the saddest man the Colossi have to offer, is what you're bragging about right now.
Humbled is my great opportunity.
Okay, well that literally tells me nothing. I have no idea what the humbled is, but hopefully I can figure that out. Theatre of Andronicus. I imagine it's the dude's magnum opus or whatever the fuck those people were talking about.
This is as much a temple as a theatre, erected in the honor of the craft. There is no greater celebration of plays in all of Amalur.
And I
am not blind to the fact that our city has a troubled past. There is little we tragedians can do about it save continue to perform for our audiences.
Wait, say that again? I'm not blind to the fact that our city has a troubled past. There is little we tragedians can do about it save continue our performance. Continue to perform for our audiences. Okay. So
enjoy the Theatre of Andronicus.
Is tragedy just what you're calling your actors? Because I assumed it was just the ones who perform in tragedies. Like, obviously you have tragedies and comedies. Those are the two big ones in Shakespearean plays and all that shit. And I think Greek as well? Because, I mean, you have the I don't know what they're called, the theater masks, right? You have the happy one and the sad one. That's comedy and tragedy. So I guess these guys have never ever learned to fucking laugh? It makes sense. Everything about this place does seem very, very serious. Although, didn't one tell me that she was going to crush me with her massive rocky tits? That, I mean, to be fair, that could be considered a tragedy, but it got a chortle out of me. Hello, Stratton. I hate that word so much.
Will I ever see the end of it?
Can I not ask you about what the fuck you're doing? I guess I can ask you about yourself. Hopefully that'll go hand in hand or whatever.
I was a tragedian before I became the master playwright I am today, studying under Andronikos himself. No one knows more than I do about literature and colossi theater, except perhaps for Master Andronikos, but he is, unfortunately, no longer with us.
How can one of you even
he will
die?
Never see the productions I have written since his passing.
You're
Despite
such
all I
thick
have accomplished,
daddies.
I feel that I'm still working to crawl out from under his shadow. Perhaps with my newest play, The Humbled, I can finally do so.
Well, I look forward to listening to it, but yeah, how can these things, like, I know their skin is supposedly not as hard as stone or whatever the fuck, and they still bleed like any other, but even at that point, you're like 9 feet tall. Hell, I've killed like 10 of you, and I still don't understand how. Oh, I'm so sorry, thick daddies. I'll try to keep you safe from now on. In fact, you are beyond thick. You are broad, I guess, is the only synonym I can think of. Theater of Andronikos.
The fine establishment you see here is the Theater of Andronikos. We tragedians and our loyal audience are the cultural center of Idylla. Questions of ethics, morals, and cultivation are explored through the metaphor of my plays. Entire worlds are created and destroyed on that stage behind me.
So you basically do the job of the fucking... Oh god, I've already forgotten its name. Is it Laikos? Laikos. It's something like... Or Laikos, or something like that. It's some... Whatever. So you basically do that as well, except you also provide a little bit of entertainment. I'm now sort of leaning towards you if I wasn't basically in love with the old man in that place. Colossi.
The greatest subject for my work I cannot think of. How intricate my people are, with their vulnerabilities and strengths.
Andronikos.
He was my mentor. I apprenticed as a tragedian under Andronikos. I sharpened his quills, blotted his parchment. Here I am today.
I can only assume that is a very disgusting fucking euphemism. And I'm gonna be on my way before you try and blot my parchment. Or especially sharpen my quill. My quill is sharp enough, I'll have you know.
Oh well.
Especially after all that debating. The masturbating. Alright, what have we got over here? I've already looted... Whoa, that was a cool animation. Has it literally always done that, or does it depend on your speed? I like that he touches the ground. That's, I don't know, it's just very, very fluid. I like. This game really has so much attention to detail. It's so underrated in that regard. I can't believe I'd heard so little about this game until sort of the remaster was announced, and just a little bit before that from friends who used to rave about it, but they were always like, I can't spoil anything, so we're not going to go too into detail.
I hope you find
Man, this game deserves to be so much more widely beloved, jizzed over, in fact. It is worthy. It is wank worthy at this point. Tell me about the theater.
While these halls are to serve as a home for all forms of the art of stage, tragedy is what usually abounds here. There are a few of us that devote ourselves to the art, mostly just the ones you see milling around here listlessly.
The most tragic thing of all. Stratton.
Stratton loves this place. I think he has some qualms with living up to his forebearer, Andronikos, but he still tries.
I'm really not a fan of the rock tits, just basically looking like squashed jellyfish piled into your little fucking robe thing. That's really not nice. In fact, not even, it looks like you're wearing your lungs on the outside of your body. That is not what tits look like, my friend. I'm not exactly one to comment, but still. Ario.
I am a tragedian of several years. I have often been cast as the villain, and I'm rather ashamed to find myself comfortable in such a role.
No, really?
Of course, you must
You seem
exercise
nice
all
enough.
of yourself to attain true strength. I long to try other roles, but I am unsure where to start.